If you have ever looked at a green banana and thought it was unripe, maybe even useless, you are not alone. Most people reach for the soft yellow ones, sweet and ready to eat. But for someone over 50 living with diabetes, the green banana is one of the quietest, most powerful allies you could invite onto your plate. It does not just look different. It works differently. And it speaks to a deeper truth about health that many forget as they age. Not everything helpful comes in a shiny package. Inside this humble, starchy fruit is something called resistant starch. You do not need to memorize the term. Just remember this: it behaves like fiber. It slows down digestion. It helps sugar enter your bloodstream at a much more gentle pace. If you have ever felt that crash after a meal or watched your blood glucose spike for no clear reason, green banana might be the missing link. Think of it like nature's own traffic light, slowing everything down so your body can manage better. But the story gets better. Green bananas are not just about blood sugar. They are a whole body support system. When this type of starch travels into your colon, it becomes food for the good bacteria in your gut. And that gut, which so many forget about, is where much of your immune system lives. It is where your digestion, mood, energy, and even blood pressure begin to take shape. In short, green bananas help balance your inner ecosystem. And when you are in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, balance is not just a goal, it is survival. Scientific observations suggest that regular consumption of green bananas may lower fasting glucose levels by more than a quarter. That is not a gimmick. That is your body responding to real supportive nutrition. In fact, some people who add green banana to their weekly meals report steadier energy, improved digestion, and fewer sugar crashes during the day. It is not magic. It is biology working with the right tools. Now let us talk about flavor, because many assume that healthy means boring. Not here. Green bananas have a mild, earthy taste that can adapt to both sweet and savory dishes. Air-fried or pan-seared into crispy chips, they offer a satisfying crunch that will not send your blood sugar soaring. Boiled and sliced into stews or grain bowls, they add texture and hardiness. And if you are into smoothies, green banana flour can add body and nutrition without the sweetness overload. This is not diet food. This is food that happens to work well with your body's needs. Imagine starting your morning with a few slices of green banana mixed into eggs and spinach, or ending your day with a bowl of lentils and softly boiled green banana. It feels natural, comforting, and more importantly, it does not make you feel like you are being punished for having diabetes. That mindset, the idea that health must come with restriction and sacrifice, is one of the biggest obstacles people face. Green banana changes that narrative. Many traditional cultures have used green bananas for generations, not as a trendy health hack, but as a daily staple. They were not marketed, they were just known. And now, modern science is catching up to that wisdom. For the person with diabetes, especially someone navigating health in midlife, that means it is time to look again at what you thought you knew. Green banana is not unfinished. It is foundational. So, if you are searching for one simple, affordable way to support your blood sugar, your digestion, and your energy all at once, try this. Go to your local store, find a few green bananas, firm to the touch, no spots, and start small. Add them once or twice a week. Watch what changes. And more importantly, notice how you feel. You might discover that the smallest shifts bring the biggest returns. In the end, the green banana is more than just a food. It is a reminder that healing does not always come in pills or in the loudest advice from strangers online. Sometimes it comes from a quiet, pale green fruit sitting patiently on the shelf, waiting for someone like you to give it a chance. There is something deeply comforting about the taste of cantaloupe. Maybe it reminds you of summer picnics or quiet mornings when the world moved slower. Its juicy sweetness feels indulgent, almost like a dessert. But what if I told you that this simple fruit often overlooked in grocery aisles, could be one of the most powerful tools in your journey with diabetes. For people over 50 managing blood sugar, cantaloupe brings a quiet kind of magic. Unlike many sweet fruits that spike glucose levels, cantaloupe has a low glycemic load. That means it enters your bloodstream gently, like a whisper rather than a bang. 1 cup offers just enough sweetness to satisfy a craving without pushing your insulin response into overdrive. And for someone already fighting daily fluctuations, that kind of stability is not just helpful, it is essential. But cantaloupe is more than just sugar-friendly. It is a hydration hero. With close to 90% water content, every bite helps your body stay fluid and balanced. As we age, dehydration becomes a silent problem. It can lead to headaches, confusion, fatigue, even false hunger cues that tempt us towards snacks we do not need. A few slices of cantaloupe, especially on a hot day or after a walk, can replenish without guilt. It is nature's version of a refresh button. And then there is the fiber. 1 or 2 grams per serving might not sound like much, but paired with the fruit's natural sugars, it slows digestion just enough to keep blood sugar from spiking. It also helps you feel fuller longer. So instead of reaching for processed snacks mid-morning, your body stays satisfied. That sense of calm, of no longer being at war with your own hunger, can be one of the biggest wins for someone living with diabetes. What truly sets cantaloupe apart, though, is its wealth of antioxidants. Beta-carotene gives it that beautiful orange hue, and inside your body, it works like a repair crew. It supports your vision, your immune system, and, most importantly for diabetics, your insulin sensitivity. That means your cells become more responsive to insulin, helping pull sugar out of your bloodstream faster and more efficiently. For someone in their 60s managing type 2 diabetes, that can mean fewer blood sugar spikes, steadier energy, and better long-term outcomes. And let us not forget potassium. 1 serving delivers hundreds of milligrams of this vital mineral, which helps regulate blood pressure and heart rhythm. For anyone with diabetes, the heart is always at risk. Supporting cardiovascular health is not a bonus. It is a necessity. Cantaloupe, with its natural balance of nutrients and hydration, becomes a friend not just to your blood sugar, but to your entire circulatory system. Now, how do you enjoy it in a way that supports all these benefits? Try pairing fresh cantaloupe with a handful of almonds or chia seeds. The healthy fats slow digestion even more, creating a beautiful balance between flavor and function. Or, toss diced cantaloupe into a spinach salad with walnuts and a splash of balsamic. It is refreshing, satisfying, and elegant enough for any dinner table. Even a simple smoothie with cantaloupe, Greek yogurt, and a spoonful of flaxseed can become your go-to breakfast. No sugar needed, no stress involved. And if you are someone who has always associated fruit with fear of glucose spikes, fear of doctor's warnings, fear of loss of control, let cantaloupe remind you that the right fruits do not work against you. They work with you. They honor your needs, your rhythms, your efforts to live well without sacrifice. Sometimes, healing is not about doing more. It is about choosing better. Cantaloupe is not a superfood in the flashy, trendy sense. It is not exotic or expensive. It is humble, familiar. And for many people over 50 navigating diabetes, it is exactly what the body needs. Sweetness without risk, hydration without sugar, nutrition without noise. So next time you are walking through the store, do not just pass by that orange-hued melon. Pick one up, take it home, slice it open. Let the juice run down your fingers. And as you take that first bite, know that you are not just eating a fruit. You are choosing stability. You are choosing peace. You are choosing a better path forward. There is something deeply American about an apple. It is the fruit of school lunches, roadside farms, and quiet autumn days. But beyond its familiar crunch and comfort, the apple hides a quiet strength that is especially powerful for those over 50 managing diabetes. It is not flashy, It is not exotic. But for people seeking stability in blood sugar and overall wellness, the apple may be one of the most reliable partners they will ever meet. At the heart of its power is soluble fiber, particularly pectin. When you eat an apple, especially with the skin, that fiber transforms inside your body. It becomes a gel-like substance that slows digestion and sugar absorption. That means no sudden sugar rushes, no spikes that leave you feeling drained or dizzy, just steady, gentle support that respects your body's natural rhythm. And for someone who has spent years chasing balance with every bite, that kind of reliability matters. But fiber is only the beginning. Apples are also packed with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds, that do more than just protect the fruit from spoilage. They protect you. One of the standout polyphenols is quercetin, which has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body uses insulin more effectively, pulling sugar from your bloodstream without needing to produce extra. This eases the burden on your pancreas and helps prevent long-term complications. For someone navigating the second half of life with diabetes, that is not just a nice benefit, it is a lifeline. And the glycemic index of apples, it is remarkably low, especially when eaten raw with the skin. While many fruits can send blood sugar soaring, apples offer sweetness without chaos. They give your body time to respond, time to adjust. In a world filled with processed foods and sugar traps, the apple stands out as a beacon of balance. Let us not overlook the apple's effect on the gut. Its unique blend of fibers acts as food for beneficial bacteria. A healthy gut means more than just better digestion. It affects everything, from mood and energy to immune response and inflammation. And as we age, that gut resilience becomes more critical. The apple does not just fill you up, it nourishes your core. How you eat, it matters too. Skip the juices and sauces. The real power lies in the whole fruit, skin and all. That is where the antioxidants live. That is where the fiber lives. If you are concerned about pesticides, wash your apples in a mix of water and baking soda for a few minutes. It removes most residues while keeping the nutrients intact. Now, let us talk about flavor. Apples are versatile. You can slice them into salads, roast them with cinnamon, or simply eat them raw. Their gentle sweetness satisfies cravings, especially in the late afternoon when energy dips. And unlike sugary snacks, apples offer sustained energy. No crash, no regret. If you want to make them even more powerful, try pairing apple slices with almond butter or a handful of walnuts. The healthy fats slow digestion further, keeping blood sugar stable and hunger at bay. Or chop apples into your morning oatmeal for a breakfast that is grounding and energizing. What is most beautiful about the apple, though, is how unassuming it is. In a culture obsessed with superfoods and supplements, the apple stays simple. It is a daily choice, a quiet commitment. And for someone facing the complex reality of diabetes, that simplicity can feel like relief. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to count every carb or fear every bite. Sometimes, what your body needs is something steady, familiar, real. The apple gives you that. It is not just a fruit. It is a gesture, a promise to yourself that health does not have to be complicated, that nourishment can come from the most ordinary places, that healing is often just a bite away. So the next time you walk into your kitchen, skip the processed snacks. Reach for an apple. Take a slow bite. Feel the crunch. Taste the comfort. And remember, with every chew, you are not just feeding your hunger, you are feeding your hope. At first glance, the kiwi may not look like much. It is small, fuzzy, and often hidden among brighter, more familiar fruits. But for those over 50 managing blood sugar, the kiwi might just be one of the most underappreciated allies in their health journey. Do not let its size fool you. Inside this tiny green fruit is a powerhouse of digestive support, glucose stability, and immune defense that your body will thank you for. One of kiwi's standout qualities is a unique enzyme called actinidin. Unlike other fruits, which simply offer vitamins and fiber, kiwi brings something deeper. Actinidin helps break down proteins in your stomach more efficiently. Why does that matter? Because better digestion means less stress on your pancreas. It means your body does not have to work so hard to process food. And when digestion is smooth, blood sugar stays steadier. For someone dealing with the ups and downs of type 2 diabetes, that kind of internal support is golden. But digestion is just the beginning. Kiwi has a glycemic index of around 50, placing it in the low category. That means when you eat a kiwi, it releases sugar into your bloodstream slowly, gently. No sudden spikes, no roller coaster crashes. Just calm, sustained energy that carries you through the day. Pair that with 2 grams of fiber per fruit, and you have a snack that not only tastes great, but works quietly in the background to protect your balance. And let us talk about vitamin C. Most people think of oranges when they think of this immune-boosting nutrient, but kiwi has more. One small kiwi can outshine even citrus in its vitamin C content. That is critical for diabetics, because vitamin C is a natural anti-inflammatory. It helps fight the silent inflammation that contributes to insulin resistance and nerve damage. It strengthens blood vessels, supports collagen production, and gives your immune system a much-needed edge. For older adults especially, that edge can mean fewer infections, faster recovery, and more energy. Kiwi also supports your heart. Each fruit contains over 200 milligrams of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and maintain fluid balance. For someone with diabetes, who is already at greater risk of heart disease, every bit of potassium counts. And when paired with the kiwi's antioxidants, it becomes a powerful protector of your arteries and blood vessels. Your heart does not just beat, it thrives. What about taste? Kiwi offers a unique blend of sweet and tart that refreshes the palate. You can slice it into salads, blend it into smoothies, or eat it whole. Yes, even the skin. If you are willing to try it, the skin adds even more fiber and antioxidants. It might feel unusual at first, but it is one of the simplest ways to maximize the fruit's benefits. For a quick, diabetes-friendly snack, try pairing kiwi with a handful of pumpkin seeds or a few slices of avocado. The combination of healthy fats, fiber, and enzymes creates a synergy that slows digestion even more. Or blend kiwi with spinach, a few ice cubes, and a spoonful of chia for a drink that hydrates, nourishes, and supports blood sugar all at once. And here is something you may not hear every day. Kiwi can help reduce sugar cravings. Its unique flavor satisfies your taste buds without triggering the need for more sweets. That is a subtle but powerful shift for anyone trying to reduce processed sugar. Because when cravings calm down, choices get easier. Kiwi reminds us that good things often come in small packages. It is not about volume. It is about value. Every bite delivers exactly what your body needs, without noise, without drama, and without regret. And in a world where managing diabetes can feel like navigating a minefield, that kind of quiet, consistent support is more than welcome. So next time you see a kiwi, do not pass it over. Bring it home. Make it part of your routine. Slice it. Savor it. Let it do its work behind the scenes. Because sometimes, the smallest changes bring the biggest results. And this little green fruit might just be the key that helps unlock a steadier, healthier chapter of your life. Sometimes the most powerful health tools are the ones we overlook. Take the lemon. It is small, sour, and often just used as a garnish. But for someone living with diabetes, especially in the later decades of life, lemon is more than an accent. It is a quiet warrior, a daily companion that works behind the scenes to bring order where there is chaos and calm where there is inflammation. Let us start with digestion. One of lemon's most remarkable qualities is its ability to slow the digestion of starches. Thanks to citric acid and a variety of bioactive compounds, Lemon can actually delay how quickly carbohydrates break down in your stomach. That means sugar is released into your bloodstream more slowly, giving your body time to manage the response. For those who deal with post-meal spikes, fatigue, or sugar crashes, this one change, a splash of lemon juice on your meal, can feel like flipping a switch. You are not removing carbs. You are managing them better. And then there is vitamin C. One lemon contains 30 to 50 milligrams of this vital antioxidant, and its role in diabetes care is deeper than most people realize. Vitamin C helps improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body's cells can respond more effectively to the insulin you produce. It reduces chronic inflammation, a key factor in many complications related to diabetes, including nerve pain and heart strain. And it supports your immune system, which often weakens with age and chronic conditions. In a world full of synthetic supplements, lemon offers a natural, bioavailable dose of what your body craves. But the benefits do not stop there. Lemon enhances mineral absorption. That includes magnesium and iron, two minerals that are often low in people with blood sugar issues. Magnesium supports nerve function, muscle relaxation, and blood pressure regulation. Iron supports energy and oxygen transport. When your body absorbs these nutrients more efficiently, you feel stronger, more alert, more capable. And all it takes is a few drops of lemon added to your meals. Another beautiful thing about lemon is its ability to change your relationship with food. When used strategically, lemon adds brightness and flavor to otherwise bland dishes. Steamed vegetables become more enjoyable. Grilled meats feel lighter. Even plain water becomes more refreshing. That sensory satisfaction can make healthy eating feel like a pleasure instead of a chore. It helps you crave better choices, not because you are forcing discipline, but because your taste buds are genuinely satisfied. And then there is hydration. Many people underestimate how important water is for blood sugar control. Dehydration thickens the blood, concentrates glucose, and makes your kidneys work harder. But drinking plain water all day can be boring. Add a slice of lemon and it changes everything. It encourages you to drink more, sip more, and stay ahead of thirst. Some people even freeze lemon slices and drop them into water bottles throughout the day for a slow infusion of flavor and wellness. One of the simplest habits you can build is starting your meals with warm lemon water. Just half a lemon squeezed into a cup of warm water, taken 10 to 15 minutes before eating, can prepare your digestive system, boost enzyme activity, and smooth your body's glucose response. It is gentle, it is affordable, and it is backed by generations of tradition and emerging science alike. For people over 50, especially those juggling medications, dietary changes, and fluctuating energy, lemon provides something else just as important: simplicity. You do not need to count, track, or weigh. You do not need special equipment. Just a fresh lemon and a bit of attention. It fits into any lifestyle, any cuisine, and any meal. That kind of flexibility matters more than most realize. And here is one final truth. Lemon is not just about what it does to your blood sugar. It is about what it reminds you. That healing can come from humble things. That health does not always require major changes, just meaningful ones. That you are not powerless in the face of a diagnosis. Every time you reach for a lemon, you are reaching for something more. A choice to be intentional, thoughtful, and quietly powerful in how you live your days. So whether it is squeezed over salmon, stirred into tea, or frozen into a cube to refresh your water, let lemon be part of your daily rhythm. Let it support your blood sugar, protect your nerves, and brighten your meals. And more than anything, let it remind you that even in the smallest things, your body finds strength. As we come to the final part of this journey, it is only fitting that we focus on two fruits that represent a powerful balance, one crisp and tropical, the other rich and creamy. Guava and avocado may seem like opposites, but together they offer a deep and lasting impact for anyone managing diabetes in their 50s, 60s, or beyond. These are not just foods, they are tools. They are support systems. They are part of a smarter, more compassionate way to live with chronic conditions. Let us begin with guava. Often overlooked in mainstream American diets, this tropical fruit is a quiet warrior against one of the most dangerous complications of diabetes: nerve damage. The secret is lycopene, the red antioxidant that gives guava its bright color. Inside the body, lycopene works to combat oxidative stress, the silent inflammation that damages nerves, blood vessels, and organs over time. If you have ever felt tingling in your hands or feet, or struggled with numbness and poor circulation, guava speaks directly to those concerns. And there is more. Guava has a glycemic index as low as 12. That means it enters your bloodstream incredibly slowly, giving your body ample time to handle the glucose without chaos. Each fruit contains nearly 9 grams of fiber, which not only helps digestion, but also keeps your appetite steady. For someone juggling blood sugar, blood pressure, and energy levels all at once, that kind of steadiness is like a gift. Guava is also a vitamin C giant. With up to 4 times the amount found in oranges, it supports your immune system, protects your pancreas, and enhances insulin production. That is not a small benefit. That is the foundation of managing diabetes well. And for those who prefer something soothing, guava leaf tea, long used in traditional cultures, has been shown to gently lower blood sugar and reduce digestive inflammation. Just a few leaves, brewed with a cinnamon stick, can become a ritual of calm and care. Now, shift your attention to avocado. This is a fruit that feels almost luxurious. Soft, rich, silky, but behind that comfort lies serious function. Avocado is packed with oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that helps your cells respond better to insulin. That means less insulin needed after meals and less strain on your already hardworking pancreas. It is one of the rare foods that actually lowers the glycemic load of an entire meal. Add avocado, and you are not just adding flavor. You are rewriting the story of how your body processes food. With a glycemic index of around 15 and a glycemic load close to 1, avocado has virtually no negative impact on blood sugar. Instead, it supports slow digestion, sustained energy, and fewer cravings. Its 7 grams of fiber per fruit help you stay full longer and prevent the crashes that can derail your day. And its magnesium and potassium content? That is heart support. That is nerve protection. That is balance from the inside out. Avocado also teaches us a deeper truth about aging with diabetes: that pleasure and health do not have to be at odds. You can enjoy a creamy spread on whole grain toast, a fresh salad tossed with avocado cubes and lemon, or a smooth dip made with yogurt and spices, all while nourishing your metabolism and supporting long-term wellness. Together, guava and avocado offer a model of integration. One protects your nerves and reduces oxidative stress. The other fortifies your heart and improves insulin function. Both support digestion. Both reduce cravings. And both remind us that food is not just fuel. It is information. It is therapy. It is love in edible form. For older adults managing blood sugar, these two fruits symbolize the evolution from reactive health to proactive care. They are not about restriction. They are about empowerment. They do not demand perfection. They offer support. And when combined with awareness, rest, movement, and connection, they become part of a life that feels not just survivable, but meaningful. So as you move forward from this guide, do not simply remember the list. Live it. Try a guava in the morning with a pinch of lime. Add avocado to your midday meal. Brew a tea in the evening that calms your body and mind. These are small acts, but they ripple through your system in ways that matter. Because in the end, managing diabetes is not about control. It is about relationship with your food, your body, your choices. Guava and avocado invite you into that relationship with dignity and depth. And that may be the greatest healing of all.